Subaru sponsored restricted race, and Point of Destiny was slow to leave the starting area, but the Highlander is going to land in front at the first fence, from Up to Scratch in second, Braepark, who landed in second, as they make their way towards the second fence. I noticed the first fence is obscured by the bouncy castle, so all 8 runners are still standing, having jumped the first. They're already pretty well strung out. The Highlander from Braepark and Up to Scratch. Into Low Return landed in 4th place. Gunpoint Slow in 5th. And then comes Nice One My Son with My Teeth Components as they race towards fence number 3. And Point of Destiny in 8th and last place. All over the 3rd fence and swinging left-handed at the far end of the course. And it's the Highlander, Jacqueline Coward, who races 3 or 4 lengths in advance of Braepark in second, Max Johnson in the silver colours, and then Up to Scratch, Elliot Brookbanks in the yellow and black. In Low Return, in purple colours, Robert Wilkinson landed 4th there. Nice One My Son, Richard Smith aboard, the horse with the sheepskin noseband, has landed in 5th place. My Teeth Components is next in the field, followed by Gunpoint, and finally Point of Destiny. Crossing the middle one down the far side, pretty much Indian file. Once again, Gunpoint was pretty slow with its jumping and was overtaken by Point of Destiny and Oliver Pimlott. Longish run towards the fence, which will be the last one in 2 circuits' time. Fence number 6. And the Highlander enjoying himself, run of the race in front, 2 or 3 lengths in front of Braepark. Up to Scratch, who was in 3rd, followed then by Low Return, My Teeth Components, just racing them behind Nice One My Son, and then towards the back with the red cap is Point of Destiny, and finally Gunpoint, who needs to brush up its jumping a little bit. So just swing left-handed and meet the first of the 2 fences along here. They come at them fairly quickly, the playing one followed by the open ditch. The Highlander from Braepark, and near this next one. Up to Scratch landed in 3rd, In Low Return was in 4, Nice One My Son having its first outing over jumps, seems to be measuring the fences well, landed in 5th position then, as they make this turn once again. Gunpoint at the back of the field. So quite well strung out still, and the Highlander 2 lengths in advance of Up to Scratch and Braepark, sharing 2nd. Into Low Return racing in 4th place. It will break then to Nice One My Son. My Teeth Components is next, followed by Point of Destiny, and finally Gunpoint, who's increasingly remote from the other 7 runners, to make their way down towards the back straight once again. The Highlander 2 lengths in front of Braepark and Up to Scratch. Into Low Return is in 4th place. Then Point of Destiny, who's followed by My Teeth Components and Nice One My Son. Gunpoint continuing tailed off. Racing towards the middle fence on the back straight here. And the Highlander, Jacqueline Coward, nicely in front of Braepark, who landed 2nd, along with Up to Scratch on the inside. Into Low Return is next, followed by Point of Destiny, My Teeth Components, and Nice One My Son. So they make their way towards fence number 13 in this Subaru sponsored restricted race. The winner will qualify for the Point to Point Series final at Stratford towards the end of May. But it's the Highlander. It's fenced really well. Once again took lengths out of some of his opposition. My Teeth Components made a mistake at that fence, but the Highlander comes past us with a circuit in front of it. 7 more fences to jump, with Braepark in 2nd, and then back towards the inside is Up to Scratch, and Then into low return, whose rider seems to be taking a bit of a tug going into this turn. Then on that one's inside is Point of Destiny, my T's component, and Nice One My Son. Gunpoint continues nearly a fence behind. So they're near the first of the two fences down here. The Highlander, Braepark, up to scratch. Then Point of Destiny, into low return. The open ditch for the final time. Leaders jump it well. A Nice One My Son has gone there. Nice One My Son pitched on landing and fell. Richard Smith and the horse quickly up on their feet. So they turned to race towards the fourth from the finish, and the Highlander landed 2 lengths still ahead of Braepark, who rather dived at the fence. I think Gunpoint's finally given up and has been pulled up. At the next, once again the Highlander led there to Braepark, up to scratch, going pretty tidily for Elliot Brookbanks in third position, back towards the inside, and then into low return, sitting in fourth place. Point of Destiny, my T's components now losing touch. Turning towards the third from the finish here, the Highlander, made all so far. Again maintains this advantage of about 2 lengths on the opposition, been pretty much that throughout the whole race. Braepark is driven in second by Max Johnson, up to scratch, going fairly tidily for Elliot Brookbanks towards the inside. Then into low return and Point of Destiny. Over 2 out, no change in the order. And it's the Highlander, Braepark giving chase in second, but under pressure now, a little bit one pace, up to scratch, is called upon for an effort, then comes into low return, and these 4 have kicked away now to Point of Destiny. One more fence to jump here, and the Highlander yet to see a rival, and turns towards the final fence here, up to scratch, giving chase in second, then Braepark. The Highlander at the last fence, 2 lengths clear, and still seemingly Jacqueline looks over her shoulder, can see very little danger here. The Highlander's going to complete here, made all the running, and is going to win with the minimum of fuss here. The Highlander scores by about 4 lengths, up to scratch in second. A rare old battle for third, and the judge will have to split Braepark.